Hello there, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by to watch your tarot video forecast for the week of February 9th through the 15th. Crazy that I'm on the 11th video here and I still have to look at the date, isn't that? Alright, so anyway, I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. And what we have coming up on Monday is we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Now, Page of Swords in reverse, here's what this means. This means that you are digging some secrets up on Monday, Aquarius. You're doing some detective work. Things have not seemed exactly right to you, and you've decided it's time to start finding out why not, and you are doing some digging. So now you have those things that are just coming up because you've dug. Those secrets are coming out. I hope you're ready for them. I hope you're ready for them. Alright, so actually I'm a big believer. The truth shall always set you free. So it's always a good thing to find the truth. Still, I keep hearing, I hope you're ready for them. Okay, so Tuesday what we have coming up is we have the Chariot in reverse. Now the Chariot in reverse just tells me that there's some kind of situation that you have really been working on, and this takes a lot of self-will and self-discipline for it to come to be. And also it does take coordination with either other people or technology to make it all come into play. And so far on Tuesday, I'm not seeing it totally come into fruition. For most of you Aquarius, what I'm seeing is you're kind of slacking off on this project on Tuesday. The self-will and the self-determination, not quite there. I'm feeling like you're not really far from reaching your goal, but you're just feeling like, okay, I have put in enough effort and I'm just kind of sitting out on the job right now, just sitting down there. So the beautiful thing about free will is when you see a forecast like this before the day actually comes up, you can use your free will to change what actually happens on this day. So now you hear me talking about slacking, sitting down on the job. If you want to manifest this thing on Tuesday, you probably can by not sitting down on the job and not slacking. So totally up to you, Aquarius, what you want to do with Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, we're moving on. You've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess. I have no idea why I'm saying it like that. I am actually hearing myself saying that and picturing somebody smoking weed. The High Priestess. And yes, I live in Colorado. No, I do not smoke weed. So, what's going on here with this card? Let's see. Now that I've totally trashed any images of this card for you guys. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that, how's the best way to describe this feeling that I'm getting? I'm seeing you on Wednesday being in a position, being thrust into a position of authority where you are making a decision. You're being thrust into making this decision on Wednesday, and this decision does have what's the word I want to use? It does have some kind of philosophical impact. This decision has to do with philosophy about life and yeah, okay, so you're making a decision about your own philosophy, about your own life on Wednesday. That's what's going on. Hello. And so as you're coming up with that decision, it's like you're being given this opportunity to do something, to experience something that you haven't experienced before, but it's kind of questionable to you whether you think it's morally okay or not. Some of you are going to be given the opportunity to go and check out altered states of consciousness, Aquarius, and see if that is really something that is productive or helpful for you. Some of you are going to be becoming the High Priestess. Some of you are going to be considering it and trying to find out, okay, because there are a lot of different things that people out there use to alter your state of alter their state of consciousness to be able to get to what they consider to be a deeper spiritual level. And so you kind of have to make this judgment call for yourself. Do you believe what they're saying, that it really gets them to a higher spiritual level? Or do you believe it just gets them high? And, what are you really going for? What do you want from this? Do you want this at all? So, wow, that's pretty specific. That's pretty specific. I feel like it does apply to quite a lot of you, but I don't believe that that's going to apply to everybody, that particular opportunity. I do feel like pretty much all of you are going to be making some type of decision on Wednesday as far as what your beliefs are and how closely you want to follow your own set of beliefs and how much you want to experiment with, the fringe edge of what your beliefs are. But for a significant number of you, we are literally talking about altered states of consciousness through, I'm not going to say drugs like synthetic man-made drugs, but through various organic materials, let's put it that way. All right, so Aquarius on Thursday, Queen of Coins in reverse. This just tells me on Thursday what I'm feeling like, Aquarius, is that you're going to be realizing that there's somebody who has been taking advantage of your generosity. Now, generosity is not always just about money or material resources. Sometimes generosity is about energy and advice and hugs. Compassion. And, sometimes we let a lot of things slide that normally we wouldn't let slide for certain people or what have you. But we're coming into a place on Thursday, Aquarius, where you're going to be realizing that you have been, really generous with somebody in your life. But now you're starting to realize that that generosity has been taken advantage of and abused. And so it's like all of a sudden, you know what? Done with that. Cutting off that flow. And you're not going to be that generous to that person again. All right, so then on Friday, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse just means that you're going to be passing along some good ideas to other people in your life. Now, this could be in the form of email, could be in the form of text message, could be actually verbal communication, but just the idea of passing along good ideas. So somebody may come to you for advice and you're giving them advice. Or you may just have some ideas that maybe somebody hasn't really thought about that would be helpful for them in their lives that you're passing along. And I am getting that I need to give the normal cautionary thing when I have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Once you have passed that information on to the next person, it is no longer in your possession. Transfer made. So what happens when something is no longer in our possession? Say that I have this tube of lipstick. I give it to you. Am I holding on to it now? No, you are. Do I decide what happens with that tube of lipstick now? No, you do. So you have passed along this information. Now, do you decide what that person does with that information? No, they do. So once you pass along that good idea, release it. You don't hand something to somebody and keep your hand on it when you're giving it to them. You let go. So you want to let go of this information and let them do what they need to do with it, whatever that may be, whether it's what you would want them to do with it or whether it's something else. Okay? You have done your job by passing along the information. Now it's their turn to do their job or sit down on their job or whatever. Okay, so moving on Friday, we have the Three of Cups. Woohoo! This is not Friday, by the way. This is Saturday. The Ace of Swords in reverse was Friday. So we have the Three of Cups on Saturday. You're the second sign to get the Three of Cups on Saturday this week. All right, so Three of Cups on Saturday just means good friends, good time with good friends. So this could be an email from an old friend you haven't heard from for a while. This could be text messaging. This could be a phone call from a friend. But it's going to be shared time with friends that is pleasant and enjoyable. And this could be face-to-face time too. You could go out and meet them for tea or for dinner or breakfast or whatever. All right, so then Sunday, what we have for you, Aquarius, is the Three of Swords in reverse. Now I like to picture, what does gravity do to a card when it's in reverse? And what gravity does in this card when it's in reverse is it makes the swords fall out of the heart. So that's telling me that you have an injury to the heart. Somebody has basically stabbed you in the heart. But on Sunday what's going on is you're starting to heal up from that injury. Something happens that is a catalyst to help you get over that or get beyond that or get past that. Okay? So Aquarius, that is your week. For those of you who would like to book a session with me, please be aware I do more than psychic tarot reading. I also do spiritual healing and I do medium work, so please check out my website. I'm at amista, amista.info, I-N-F-O. Once you've looked that over, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, feel free to contact me. I will schedule you a session as quickly as possible, and for the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.